October 29th, 2024 on 9:45 p.m. 9:51 a.m. Slept in at my parents' place, red and white barn home in my van, alone. Whatever's in the air is affecting my voice and my ability to think. Whatever is in the wind overnight and today, it's affecting my ability to think and my voice. So, after I heard the loud bang, I was sitting in my van at my parents', which is adjacent to the place half mile north of Fairbank on V68, where I stayed for 10 years. I was at my parents' in my van. I had the van window open. I heard a loud bang over there around 8:42 or 8:52 p.m. I can't remember what I said on X, but it was 8:42 or 8:52 p.m. It was a really loud bang. I don't know if it was stage lie, an accident, or a gun, but whatever it was, I didn't want to go over there and get in the middle of it if it was a stage lie of some kind. So I drove to Jesup and then Dunkerton to get food. Jesup Dollar General was just closing when I got there, and Dunkerton was still open when I got there before 10. So when I got some food, whatever stage lies, that's all I did. Went there to get food. There was a black SUV that took off like a rocket when I got to Dollar General in Dunkerton. I don't know what they were doing. And then they towed in a Polaris UTV, the fire department did, when I got into Dunkerton. So I don't know what was going on, and I don't know what the loud bang was about. I was at my parents' the whole time. I never went back to half mile north of Fairbank on V68 because of that fact. And I woke up here about 9:15 a.m. 2 notes overnight. I would bet that the surveillance did not accurately portray my penis was 8 to 9 inches overnight, because I sexually serviced myself, because I haven't been with a woman for 9 years. And they will probably portray whatever hormone level drop there was after I released my hormones from that, but they probably won't they probably won't accurately portray my penis as 8 to 9 inches when it's erect. Whenever I'm squatting, I'm not peeing, I'm going number 2. So if I'm out in the woods and I'm going number 2 or something, that's when I'm squatting. Or when I'm somewhere that's remote and I'm squatting, it's because I'm going number 2. It's not because I'm peeing. Number 2, or that's note number 2. So I don't know what else to say. Not been with anyone sexually 6+ years. I was on the cam model sites. Again, they're all required to be adults. They're still trying to confuse the people I see on cam model sites with people in reality, which is not true. I've not been with anybody physically or sexually in 6+ years in any way whatsoever. It's cam models. They're adults. They're not 16 years old as they portray these people in real life to be. I don't know any of these people that are in real life that are 16 or under 18. I don't know anybody in the last 5+ years. I don't have any connection personally to anyone in the last 5+ years other than my parents. And last connection was a friendship with my former friend Tim, which is 2016. Before that, I haven't had a date, romance, or relationship since 2015, April 2015. That was my ex-girlfriend from Monticello, Jennifer. And I've dated 5 Jennifers, so don't get them confused. I'm sure there's frauds claiming to be Jennifer that I had some connection to. I haven't had any connection to a Jennifer since 2013, other than her cars. My ex-fiance's, that different Jennifer is her cars are on. She has 2 cars on the yard half mile north of Fairbank, and my ex-girlfriend Jennifer has one car on there, plus my former friend Tim has a car on there. So that's all was legally put there at the time, and it just hasn't been cleared up. The situation hasn't been cleared up between my exes and myself and my former friend Tim and myself. Tim's a year and a half older than me. He's white. He's from Dubuque originally. We met in Cedar Falls. Never anything sexual between us. I've never had anything sexual between myself and any male whatsoever. And again, whatever's in the air today is affecting my voice already, I can tell, and it's affecting my thinking. So I don't know what's in the air today, but that's what it's doing. x.com/WADES2ND is me. YouTube.com/@symbol. This is for YouTube.com/@symbol WADEHEI and WADEALANHEINEMAN, 2 MANs on the end of that. I'm going to repeat that. YouTube.com/@symbol WADEALANHEINEMAN, 2 MANs on the end of that. My other account is youtube.com/@IAMWADEHEINEMAN. But I've not been able to post on that since YouTube suspended me for posting the information about the profile of the one cam model that I was visiting when they were trying to portray it was a minor in real life, as usual. So it's never been a real person as cam models. So I'm just really tired of this stuff. I didn't view any minors. I'm still not interested in children, males, or transgenders. I've never been with a male sexually or romantically. Anybody that has depicted that or has done that in real life somehow has been breaking in and raping me while I was asleep. That'd be the only way any male has ever had sex with me. I would never do it. So only interested in natural females. I've only ever had sex with natural adult females. I've had no sexual contact in any way or intimacy in any way in 6.6+ years. And I haven't had sex in over 8 years. And it's only ever been with a female. I'm not female. My penis is 8 to 9 inches when it's erect, as it was overnight when I service myself. And I must say that because what surveillance will do is depict the whatever it is, if they're depicting hormone levels or penis size after the fact I did that or what. But since I've been alone for 9 years, I have to have some way to do that. Hormone levels build up, and it affects my ability to function, to think, if I don't release some of that. So that's a natural thing, and I don't care what religion says. 9 years without a woman. If you're not going to consider that into your formula for what a horrible sin is, then you're not reasonable, and I'm not Christian anyway. I'm a deist like Thomas Jefferson. Thomas Jefferson, go read everything about Thomas Jefferson and take it all into account, not little one-line things, or 2 one-line things. Take all of his life into account, and that's who I am spiritually and religiously and politically. He can vouch for me. His life can be a voucher for what I am spiritually and religiously. If you can't accept that, I guess you shouldn't live in the United States of America, because he's basically responsible for more of the founding of the United States of America and the spirit of the Constitution and freedoms that we have. Freedoms, Bill of Rights, eventually too. He had the spirit of all of those things. So if you can't accept him, you should get out of the United States, I believe. Anyway. And before you reject Thomas Jefferson, you need to read everything about him, because I think he's an incredible guy. He was in a situation where slavery was required by those who already had slaves. They could not release slaves. So he worked toward getting the laws changed so that slavery was illegal. And obviously it was a good idea for him to do that. Slavery is illegal in the United States now. Anyone who partakes in slavery or anything like that is criminal and should be put in prison as such. We're not back in the Bible days. This is the United States of America. You don't get to enslave people. So, our Constitution, Bill of Rights, and laws supersede anything religiously. You have to abide by the laws of the land. Anyway. I haven't been breaking any laws despite what they claim. The worst thing that they're, really dwelling on is if I accidentally drift over the speed limit because they watch me so close with everything, or if my van gets hit by a gust of wind and there's no cars coming and I drift over the center lane or something like that. That's the only thing they have that's actually happened. It isn't a staged lie that they have against me. But never been in the military, never been married, green eyes, not blue, 10.7-inch hands, not been on a plane or jet since 2011, never been on a motorcycle since 1996. Don't know anybody that's been on a motorcycle that rides a motorcycle in 19 years. What else? Haven't golfed in 15 plus years. Don't know any golfers really anymore for a long time. Don't know any semi-drivers in 3+ years. Can't think of anything else right now, but I haven't committed any crimes or done anything nefarious. It's all staged lies, whatever it is. I cannot control my parents' property that I lived on for 10 years or any property that either I'm not there or I'm asleep or I can't watch the whole property while frauds do their thing as they stalk me 24/7 in some way or another. There's nothing I can do about it. So whatever stage lies, I've never even seen a hard drug. I've never been into drugs in any way whatsoever, including fentanyl or opioids. I've never even seen any of those things. The only drug I've ever seen is marijuana. I haven't seen any of that for like 8 years. And I never bought, sold, or held any drugs, including marijuana. I've never possessed an illegal drug. Whatever's been staged over there, it's wide open over there, especially when I'm not there or I'm asleep. It's just wide open. You cannot take that as evidence. It's not even my property. It's my parents, and they're obviously not drug dealers or into drugs. So it's all bullshit. I'm free to go on it. There is no, there's nothing that has any legitimacy that they can stage over there or whatever crimes that they commit. I cannot secure that property. Like I said, number one, it's not my property. Number two, it's a large property and it's just me. Number three, I'm basically living homelessly in a vehicle for the last year or so. And before that, it was basically half homeless, is no running water, no adequate electricity, no adequate heat. So, all those things, there's no way for me to combat a sabotage network that is all over me every day. They can stage any lie that they can, conjure up, but it's not me doing it. They can steal my DNA. They can put my DNA or hair different places and, conspire with different law enforcement. Sometimes, not all law enforcement's going to be on the up and up. We've seen that in the past as, some of them get caught up in these criminal acts, but I haven't done anything wrong. I know that in my conscience, and I did not go back to property last night after I heard the loud bang at 8:42 or 8:52 from my parents' place, which is directly adjacent to the property half-mile north of Fairbank on V68. They're both half-mile north of Fairbank. My parents' place is just on gravel, so didn't go back there last night. I'm going to have to go back there to feed the cats today. But whatever hormone level drop, I'm sure they recorded that, or, you know, in whatever way they're doing that, nanotech, biotech, surveillance, torture that they put me through. But I'm sure they didn't didn't accurately depict my 8 to 9 inch penis when I had to sexually service myself, because I haven't been with a woman for 9 years and I've been isolated for 7 due to everything that they do to me with staged lies and claiming that I'm gay or female. It's psychologically torturous.